You're tuned into news across the galaxy, where they talk all things LA Galaxy with the Nag Boys. Let's start nagging.
Yo, what up? And welcome to another episode of Straight from the Stands, an unapologetic, unofficial LA Galaxy podcast, hosted by 4 Foul-Mouth supporters who bring you their thoughts and views on everything related to LA Galaxy, straight from the stands. I am your co-host, Smarts, alongside the always angry Angel, his counterpart, level-headed George, and the man with the facts, Masa. This is Straight from the Stands.
Bro, you fucking serious, bro? Come on, dude. I know you're good with technology, but you really gonna come on and hijack our show?
Good evening.
Welcome to Across the Galaxy, where we talk all things LA Galaxy. My name's Eddie. As always, I got Brian with me.
What up?
Chewy and the ones and twos over there sabotaging this show. If you want to leave Chewy, that's fine. That's fine. You like working Monday nights? Go for it. And if you have not noticed, we have 2 very special guests. The specialist guest possible. Nobody else would rather have. Not from your show, not from any other show. Just you 2, right?
Facts. What up?
We got Rudy straight from the stands.
Yeah.
And we got Masa.
You were finally able to afford my contract, huh?
Yes, sir.
It's a no.
Yeah, look, show him. Make it official. Put Masa's camera, bro, so you can see where he's at.
Show everybody where he's at right now. Look at him. Damn.
There you go. It's official. Catch Masa on Saturday and Sunday nights now. What up, boys?
What's good? Happy New Year. How you guys doing? Yo, the studio though. All right.
Thanks, man.
All right, like.
Thanks, dude.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. I mean, he did most of the work. I was just here sitting on chairs.
Appreciating
But
it.
thank you. Yeah.
Hey, listen, dope, bro.
Yeah.
Dope voice. This is really, really
Thanks,
dope.
man.
Thanks for having me.
If you like it that much, bro, you're more than welcome to help me pay off that credit card.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
Oh shit! Hey, you know what? Let's start with some lighter news before we get into the Galaxy. Right?
All right.
I mean, do we have to?
Yeah, I mean, we'll start with Boba Fett. I mean, no spoilers.
Yeah.
But how dope, bro, that to know that it's not exactly a galaxy far, far away.
It's.
Well, actually, it's far away from the heart of the city. I guess that's kind of far. So that's what they mean by far, far away. But dude, isn't that dope?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to. I can't talk about any of this show without like fucking.
Well, just think about this. Like you're a huge Star Wars fan, Chewie himself as well, and to know like they filmed right where your favorite team plays.
Yeah. So we what was it?
It was, the launch of the jersey. That's when they were filming.
Is that it? Oh,
Yeah,
you know what?
it
We had
before.
the shoes.
We had the what was it? We had a drive, I think, and we saw it there, and we couldn't figure out. We knew what it was. We couldn't figure out what it was.
Yeah, because in that week or in that month, they were doing the shots. They were doing the testing. They were doing the come pick up your jersey. Because that's when I saw it, when I went to go pick up the jersey. And then
that might have been it then.
Yeah, when because there was a lot of things happening around that time.
Yeah. Either way though, like that's pretty dope, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like they did a Mandalorian there as well, so like that's super dope. You know what I mean? Like it's like, yeah.
And they did shoot some scenes for another upcoming thing.
Oh yeah, that'll be one. Oh,
because when I would pass, I worked through there, so I would pass there almost every day. And there was some really tall buildings.
Oh yeah,
and you could tell it was Star Wars.
That's
and I'm pretty sure it's for this new one because it's a set location.
That's fucking dope.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hey, at least we have that to hold on to.
Fucking Star Wars,
dude.
Oh my god, bro.
Talk about stars, dude. It's been 15 years since Beckham came. 15 years already. 15 years. But now we're over here drafting people. instead.
Man, I do. This is gonna be lengthy as shit, but to that note, I was tripping out, right? Because I was, I'm playing with a Bricked Up for League of Jesus next season. Big shout out to Bricked Up. And I was having a conversation with them, right? And I was like I seen Cups one at home with the wood, and then I thought about it, like, because I was talking to them and they were telling me how long they've been coming around, and I just had to tip my hat to them, because like the last 5-6 years kind of sucks.
Yep.
Right? And they came in and they've been fans, more so like those years. I'm like, yo, like big shout out to you, because I could go back and remember those days and be like, yeah, that show was tight, and it keeps me going. But y'all ain't, like, a lot of people haven't had those experiences, and
yeah, that's
shit,
true.
like big shout out to you guys.
Yeah,
I fucks with y'all heavy
I-
for that, like, cause
I have a good amount of friends that joined late, and I think they've only experienced that one playoff run, like the Minnesota against Minnesota, and I'm talking about like
I started with that championship.
Yeah, but I'm
year.
talking about like Moy and my homie Chris, and they're like invested, like they buy season tickets, they
Heavily
buy,
invested.
they
Bring
buy
their
whole
kids and
family
everything.
jerseys.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yo,
damn.
I gotta give it up for him, because like I know how frustrated I get, right?
Yeah.
But again, I can lean on that, those cups at home. I can lean on like those winning runs and shit like that. I ain't got much to lean on.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, shout out to you guys. I fucks with you heavy for fucking with
you know
the
how
G's right
frustrated
now.
I get? I put myself in debt to build a studio to talk shit.
Yeah, we're sick. We're sick, dog.
Oh my
We're
god.
far beyond sick. That's, but yeah, like that's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm also for all this shit. Fuck you.
I know.
Damn, Beckham was here 15 years ago, bro. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah. He signed 15 years ago, right? And then he came in the summer. I called out sick to go see him get presented.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's tight. That's dope as shit.
Yeah, he the dick finish master.
That is dope. I ain't doing that. Can I be straight up?
Yeah.
I wasn't too hyped about him coming
No.
because of that, right? First of all, he's a Man United Real Madrid player, right? Like that's how I saw him, and I wasn't too happy about it. I was like, yo, this kid is one dimensional. He can kick the ball accurately from this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the extent of his. And then I wasn't happy the first few years.
Nobody
you know
was
what I mean?
happy.
And,
Yeah.
But he ended up leaving
Yeah.
in a fucking good note. So I'll fuck with it.
Funny story about, I don't know if I told it on the show about when we were getting autographs for Beckham. So the whole thing changed when Beckham came, right?
Yeah,
Everything changed.
yeah,
Like the
yep.
fan events were different.
Yep.
Like, it was like just a free for all. You would run around, do whatever you want. But when Beckham came, like the autograph sessions, there were little rooms, yeah. And he sat on the table with like McDonald and I don't know who the fuck else was in that team. And you had to hand them the item, and they had to sign. Everyone had to sign that fucking item. And I had an England jersey, so I was like, fuck. I was gonna let fucking Brandon McDonald fucking sign the England jersey and shit. Anyways, point is, like, fuck it, I put away and like took the poster. And this is when he was leaving for Milan, and I think people were giving him the stink eye, even though it was Beckham. And there was a table like probably like this wide. And then I told him, hey, good luck in Milan, and he stuck out and shook my hand.
Yeah, you're like,
And I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I went bold-handed and shit.
yeah. So I remember like fan events were dope because you could talk to pretty much the whole team at one point, and then Beck came in and started like separating by pods.
Yeah.
So, like only certain. If you were lucky, if you got 4 out of 7 or whatever, like you were able to see that tent or whatever, or that table where he was at.
One good thing about that is like a Donovan, you can get like four different items signed because there's no line. Just go run back because everyone was there waiting for Beckham.
Yeah. And well, my wife Anna fucking kind of scary the way she likes Beckham. Right? Like, fucked up. Like you ever seen You? All right, no. It's kind of scary the way she likes Beckham, but she does.
Las tienes de perder, you know?
I mean, listen. It talks about her taste in men, right? It's Beckham and me. I fucks with it. You know what I mean? I fucks with it heavy. Big up myself on that one. But she's scary, and it's been that way like since I known her. And while he was in the Galaxy, like it was fucked up every single time because I'll be like we'll go and we'll not get the table where Beckham is at, right, for autographs. So like there she goes, just kind of like scheming and figuring out a way how to get that number to get Beckham's fucking signature over and over again. She used to work at Starbucks, and he ended up going to that Starbucks.
Oh shit!
And to that day, she'll talk about like how she took a picture and he touched his abs because she did the whole thing. And I was like, yo, get off my Like the same shit, man. I got the same jersey he was wearing. Like the same shit.
You got it at home.
You know what I mean? Like, come on.
You have Rudy sending DMs. Hey, watch your back, Beckham.
Better not catch you.
Lucky to enjoy your pod.
I don't know, man. I get it. I see Zoe Kravitz. She got to get me a pass. So she's back. I'm going to give her a pass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's fucked with it.
Hey, she recently divorced, huh? No, her mom.
Yeah, her mom.
Her mom, my bad.
My mom's still.
Yeah, her mom's still. Yeah.
Different show, boys. Different show.
Her mom's still hot.
But yeah, from Beckham to where we're at now,
Yeah.
which is crazy. You know, we took 3 draft picks. I was trying to find that guy's name. You know, the guy from Zimbabwe that has that dope story.
Yeah.
Which sucks. I mean, because it's a dope ass story, and they're like
Really happy to be here.
just string along the story for him just to fucking play in G2s or not even get signed.
No, man. I don't think I really need to change. We need to change the way we talk about G2. We need, especially with MLS Next coming about. Like, for most of these players, bro, if it's not G2,
Just nowhere.
it's semi-pro on 41st and Compton.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that disrespect with G2, especially the way they played last year, or in what they've been working towards, right? Like I know it was a bust that they couldn't get over the hump in the play or make playoffs, but they're kids playing grown men. I don't think G2 is like a bad place, especially if you're putting in a system where you could get to the first team, or get sold to something else. I mean, I don't disrespect to stop.
I mean, I'm split in the. Like with the draft and all that. Like at first, I was like, this is stupid. Like no player aside from like Omar Gonzalez has came out and fucking won titles like that. You know what I mean? But the thing is, so that's an avenue for these players to still go pro. And like looking at it from their point of view, like hell yeah, I want to get drafted in this MLS thing, right? Because you want to make it pro, get your talents be seen somewhere, and if that's the avenue to do it, why not?
That's only the case because we draft trash. Like we don't know how to fucking draft.
But I mean, how good is the draft though?
I mean, last couple of years, Tejan Buchanan, all these fools are in Europe already. It's just us that we don't know how to draft.
Well, that goes back all the way to the scouting, not having that scouting department. That goes into the draft too.
Yeah.
Because, if I'm mistaken, like DK came out of the draft, right?
DK, so many good players that are playing in Europe right now came out of the fucking draft. And it's because we don't know how to draft because we didn't have that scouting system in place. That's on us too, though.
But
we can't really say the draft has failed.
When other teams have succeeded.
Us, but it hasn't failed for other teams.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, we've been fucking ass to the point where we should be getting high draft picks.
True.
We fucking don't do it. So, I mean, the issue is not the draft. The issue is us.
But like the picks we got, right? Like Drac and who's the other kid that came in last year?
Judd.
Right? Like both those kids, I think there's an avenue for them to make it first team. If not the G's first team, a first team in them.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like and they came in from the draft. Also, like it's also just supplemental to your academy or what you should have in your academy, especially for the fucking Galaxy because we're in LA and there's abundance of kids to play out here. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, hell yeah.
So like, but again, like if you saw any of the games last year, even when and this for G2, even when they took an L, like they had an understanding what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
Not all the time they're coming out and they get it because they're playing against men a lot of times, right? And physically, like they got their ass beat. But like there's an idea there, and it's giving these kids an opportunity to play professionally, get paid for it, right? Like whatever it is, chump change or whatever. But like, listen, you're 18, 19, 20 years old, and they tell you, I'm gonna give you $3,000 a month to play soccer. You just gotta come practice and play twice a week.
That's dope. I'm in.
You know what I mean?
Sign me up.
You know what I mean? Like it's yeah. And again, I think what they're building in G2 is dope, man. So I'm sorry. You said like most people say with a little jab, and I'm like,
that's fine. Thanks for making me look stupid on my own shit. But my point is, I'm not knocking G2. I'm just talking about right now. We're here, sitting, waiting, watching the rest of the league move towards MLS 4.0, and we're over here.
No, are you okay? Are we going there? Go in there because I want to talk about this.
See, this is why I have you guys here. I'm just like
listen, I'm poking the bear right now.
Yeah, do you think I even believe this shit? I just know how to push your buttons.
Let me ask some questions, right?
All right. on my show. That's fine.
Do you think? Yeah, it's just a conversation starter, though, right? Like,
Go for it.
Do we think like the young players that took a step forward last year, right? With that being Araujo, that being Efra, and we could talk about like how big a step forward it was or not. But a lot of these players that took a step forward, do we think that that's not something that's going to continue this year?
Yeah, 100%.
Like we at least I imagine Araujo, Efra, and the other youth, including Cabral, including these kids, to be better next year. Right. So let me just start off there. The thing even better. What Chicha's doing in outfield is fucking impressive because he did that last year.
Hell yeah.
And he came back last year and boss, like he got the injury, like whatever 5 games that he missed, I think fucked the season because he would have got 20 plus goals.
Yeah, hell
right.
Yeah.
So and he's putting in that work again, so he's gonna be better, right? Like so, just by saying that, we had enough points to make playoff last year. It didn't fall the way we should. Right?
Yeah.
We ended with 48 points. RSL ended with 48 points. Same shit. They had the advantage on goals. I think that's what we lost. So we last year, and it's again. I think the bare minimum for the LA Galaxy's playoffs, period. Right. Bare minimum. Like I'm expecting you to make playoffs every year, right? Realistically, we know it's not the case, right? But that's what I expect for the club. Last year, I think it was there, but it's hard to justify it. It's hard not for me to be upset about it because we didn't make playoffs, right? Regardless of the points or not, we didn't make playoffs. So at this point, everybody's on a panic about like, we ain't done shit. The team is in the rate, and I don't even think it's in that direction. We got rid of Steris. We got rid of dead weight.
Legit.
We got rid of Jet. I don't want to call him that way, but we got rid of him.
Hey.
But the
Bye.
thing, I get it. I really think he had to go. So I'm definitely good with that. But we got rid of that weight, and we got a DP spot. Like are we not understanding how good a situation we're in right now? Just the fact that we haven't made no moves, like, doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. Like, listen, I want to move now, right? Because I don't want to end up in a situation like Yoni, where we get a player, and with COVID being what it is right now, like, I don't want to sign a player next month and not get him until fucking August. You know what I mean? Like, I want to sign now, but I'm also okay with it taking a while so it could be the right pick, right? Because even the picks that come in, I mean, even the players that we came in right now, the ex-level fucking Edwards and what's the other guy's name?
Leardom.
Yeah.
Listen, like, we saw what Nico was last year.
Yep. Oh,
Nico Felcher?
Right? Yeah, Nico Felcher. Like, I'm good with him not being there, right? Like, this guy Edwards, for whatever, he's an ex-level, whatever, but like, he knows MLS, right? Vanny knows him.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. And from Vanny, he comes out and he says, like, he's looking at him as the backup for Villafaña, right? Now, we saw last year, like, Villafaña definitely needed a backup, like, pretty soon, right? So, like, we'll probably see him. We have a backup on the other side with the other guy that came in for Julian. Like, we're already, like, fitting in the gaps. Like, I don't know why everybody's so uptight because the other teams are moving.
Well,
like,
let me just throw this out there just to get you guys more upset. Some of these signings you mentioned, Vanny knows this guy, are kind of too comfortable signings, right? Like, he's bringing guys he know. Like, what is the front office and him doing? How far are they looking? It's not official yet, but Vasquez is coming back.
Yeah. That's a good thing.
Why?
Yeah.
No, why?
Why? Have you not listen? Did you not see the step forward that that Alvarez took?
Maybe because of Sasha Creston.
Okay, yeah, and he's coming back too, and I'm happy.
That one
about
I'm happy
that.
with.
Both of these guys, I don't expect them to play much at all.
That's a roster spot that we could get somebody else. To be honest, that could help this roster.
Well, not with that experience.
Look who we've carried before in our roster. And we're talking about we're gonna be upset of having a brain like fucking Vasquez and the character and the leadership of Sasha and the team because they're old.
I prefer Sasha over Vasquez.
I would take. Well, the thing is, I would take one. Like, I would do Sasha, and then Vasquez also takes the international slot too. I think that's what kind of bugs me. And that and the fact that the obvious a fucking Cam has been needed for.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we need a dynamic Cam. I understand that Vasquez has the vision, he has the brain for it, but a lot of times on the pitch, he looked like he didn't have the legs at all. And it was very frustrating to see him try to dribble the ball like down the lane with no speed. Like, dude, what are you doing?
And that's why we saw his minutes dwindle, right? So I don't expect him to see an increase in minutes this year. Listen, again, if you're a head coach, you're not banking on Sasha and Vasquez to be the guys who are pulling the team forward. But you do expect those guys on practice, on day in, day out, to talk to the midfield. Look at the midfield we have. We have a bunch of young kids in the midfield. Yeah. That's including Revolucion, Saldana, all
Harvey.
these kids. Yeah, all these kids were dope, bro. And you kind of let these fools mentor them. Let the attacking players get mentored by Vasquez and let him show the other kids how to look at the game, right? How to find a pass the way he finds pass. Dog, pay him $150K a year or $250K, whatever fucking is he paying him a year. That's worth it, right? Give some of these players that leadership that Sasha has, that dedication that Sasha has, and listen, trust me, I have a spotty relationship with Sasha, right? Because from the Chelsea USA days, but like for what he's done for his club in the last couple of years, like, yeah, whatever, $250K for you to bring that to the club.
So what you're trying to tell me is that this upcoming season is going to be another development season for these young kids. Then
no, listen, you forgot what I started off, right? We have 48 points. We should have made it to playoffs, right? And that's including the games where Cabral, which I'm expecting him to take a step up. I don't know how big that step up is. Miss goals in front of the net without a keeper, right? That I'm expecting to go in. That will change it. That will give us the 3 points, so we have 51 and we're ahead of ourselves. And that happened how many times last season, right? Yeah. And that's not just him. Like, how many times did Rancier hit the fucking pole?
Yeah, right? Chicha's injury did really fuck us up.
Again, like I think last year it was a playoff team. I can't give them no excuse because they weren't a playoff team. They should have been a playoff team, right? Like, bottom line, didn't make it. But that team, like, the eye test, bro. That team compared to, like, the teams in the last 3 years, right? Like, that team at least knew what the fuck they were trying to do, right? Can we complain about the work they put in? Like previous years we were talking about, like, yo, like, do you guys even want it? You guys don't look like you want it.
The funny thing is, I could, but those two guys were in the middle and they're both gone.
Yeah, we're talking about Jonah and Okay, see, like, that's, I get it, man. But, like, we're really focusing, and I say we because I'm talking about, like, the whole G's community family, especially on Twitter. I know Twitter's not real world, but still, like, we're so concerned about what everybody else is doing that we just don't realize what we have.
No, I get that, but I can't help but notice it, right?
It's because we're the LA Galaxy, bro.
There's some moves there that I would have loved to make, right?
Like
who's not?
Yeah, that's the obvious one.
That's the one that got away.
Dude, if you would have saw that group message that we're in and how happy I was, and
so was this guy.
I was
so
happy.
was Masa. Masa was all about this.
Speak about it, Masa.
Oh, I mean, Rusnak, dog. Fucking every season in RSL, dog, and he just puts up double-digit numbers every season. It's double-digit goals and double-digit assists. And I mean, I would have loved to sign him, you know. And I was over here thinking TAM deal, but
would have been beautiful.
It wasn't gonna happen, dog. DP Seattle, you know.
Well, let me ask that then. Like, if the Galaxy would have offered him a DP spot, you would have been okay with that?
I would have signed off on that
too.
I would have signed off on that.
I'll be upset for that, right? Like, if we were signing for a DP spot, I'll be upset because if TFC could get Insigne, I'm not settling for fucking Bruznek as my guy, right? There's levels to this shit.
But Rusnak's a guy from the league, knows the leagues, played here, and like Masa said, put up numbers.
I get what you're saying.
There's
but
levels,
our big star player already is Chicharito.
Yeah.
So we already have that big signing in our market. Not necessarily in the world, but in our market, we have Chicharito. Mm-hmm. So Rusnak as DP number 2 or whatever the case may be, it would have been solid.
Come on, but we're talking about like I like Rusnak. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Rusnak is whack by any means, right? And when we talked about it, you're leading the conversation, talking about TAM. I'm like, yo, like, yeah, max TAM. You know what I mean? Like,
100%.
just like 2 pennies away from being a DP. Like, I'm fucks with that, just not a DP.
Well,
because when you have, and I'm sorry, I mean,
go for it.
But when you have, like, listen, Rusnak is dope, bro. But you compare him to Insigne.
Yeah.
And there's a couple steps in between there. You know what I mean?
I mean,
and you talking about
can't
like,
really compare anybody in the league right now to Insigne.
Yeah. No. And that's why he's getting paid. What is 15? Whatever it is, like, it's a lot.
He's getting paid
It's a lot.
double what anyone else.
Yeah, but listen, but like, so we have Chicha, and he serves a purpose. He's a goal scorer, right? We all, it's all very clear, and anybody who's a Galaxy fan, a real Galaxy fan, knows that we need a creative mid.
100%.
So why, like yes, but get the right guy and who we want, not fucking pressured by the Rusnak's available, but he wants a DP spot, right? Not pressure because that guy went to the other team because there's rumors with this guy. Like, nah, man, nah. Listen, the way we've been doing business right now is dope, right? Like, I think a lot of Cabral is the biggest question mark because of how long the deal is.
Yeah.
And the fact that he takes that young DP spot, right, or whatever it's called, like that's the only question. But everything else, like both money wise and contract wise, like there's outs there, right? Like we're not more than 2 years, or 2 years at this point, except for the guys who just got signed from being out of a contract with a player.
That's crazy because I feel opposite about the Cabral deal.
You think it's a good deal?
I think it's a good deal.
Talk to me.
Even if it's long, because that gives us the opportunity to not lose fucking young players for nothing. Because we would have lost Julian, when you said is on the rise, and we could easily sell him for 10 mil. I don't give a fuck what anyone
says.
No,
I think you're right, especially Pepe.
And then Efra, who had a better season. I don't want to say a great season. He had a better season, but he's on the rise too.
Yeah.
And and there's players coming up that are young, like Saldana, who under those 5 years that Cabral's here. Let's say Julian moves on or whatever, then you don't let the next kid coming up leave on cheap or leave on free.
No.
Because of that. So to me, like, I know that his numbers weren't even that bad last season, to be honest. He just missed a lot.
Yeah.
But
it could have been a lot better. It could have been a lot better.
But also, to me, it's his first season.
Yeah.
It's his first season, right? And he's 21, 22. I feel like he's going to have a better season. Point is, that contract allows us to keep players not leaving for free.
Listen, and so now, if he works out, 100% agree.
Yeah.
But if this year he's worse than last year, then we're fucked, right? Because now we got like 4 more years to go, bro. Like, and he's at like $5 million a year. Like, so like that's
that's not that high.
No, it's not. The transfer fee was $5
million.
Oh,
but he's still like on.
Nah, he's really close
to maximum time.
Okay, then I'm tripping. I'm tripping on that end. But it's still a 5-year contract, right? But back to what I was saying, like everybody else is like on a 3-year, 2-year, then the club decision. And that's business, man, because that means like nobody's on a free ride saying, "Hey, I got a contract for a couple of years." Like you know what I mean? Everybody knows that if you're not performing, you're out. Especially because next year's a contract year for you.
Yeah.
Right. Like so, I think business wise they're doing it right. And again, like it's so hard for me to defend this point because we didn't make playoff, but that was a playoff team last year. You know what I mean? Like it didn't. Again, we are expecting these players to take a step forward this year, and I think last year they were in the cusp of being a playoff team, right? Which is the bare minimum. Again, I'll say it again, but last year we understand that it was a year that we're bringing in Vanny, we're doing things, right? This year has like there is no excuse for it, and I also don't think we're in a place where like right, like I'm not even close to that. Like at bare minimum, we get what we get last year with slight improvements to all the players. We're making playoffs. And again, I said it last year and then, whatever. But like playoffs is different, right?
What happens if we miss playoffs?
Oh, man.
Which is something that could probably happen.
No, listen, if we miss playoffs, I don't want to sensationalize this, but like you really got to look at where the issue's at, right? Because last year, again, it's Chicha having that season or missing those games in the middle of the season. It's Cabral not putting 2-3 of those away.
Yeah,
like I said, 2 or 3 goals in the situations that we had them is like 6-9 points.
I'll do you one. I'll do you one better. That miracle goal that Salt Lake scored.
Yeah.
We're in the playoffs,
and it changes the whole narrative this year, right? Okay, and we crash and burn because we would have played. Whoever would have played, we probably would have crashed and burned. Like, to be honest, right? Like we would have crashed and burned. But then you come back and you look at it. Okay, we made playoffs. There's experience there. This year we expect better.
Yeah.
Right. It sours the conversation because we didn't make playoffs.
Right.
We got the points of playoffs. We just didn't make playoffs. And again, I started by saying like that's the bare fucking minimum for the Chiefs. So when you don't do it, like it's gonna be a bad season, even though like it's right there.
so next year doesn't happen. Heads roll. Or this year.
But it depends who, right? Like I say this, like
there's one common denominator in the fails of these past years.
Us.
The pod, no. But listen, like I've been, especially over the last like 5-6 years, I've been heavily involved with like leadership in ACB and like really trying to get my nose in there, right? And even from where I see things, like Klein in the last 2-3 years has taken a step back when it comes to like soccer decisions.
Yeah.
Right? But since
DTK took over.
since DK took over, yeah, like he took a step back, and I see it. Like I see it when we have meetings with them. So I don't know. So I don't think it's on him anymore, right? Like the last 2-3 years has not really been on him, right? I put a lot of blame for GBS years. That's my opinion, right?
But I'm gonna say you wrong.
Yeah, and that's fine. Again, listen,
Well,
Player
dog,
shit.
look how they did GBS dirty. They did GBS dirty. You gonna tell me they didn't? They brought in all these players. They loaned them in, and to fucking make playoffs or whatever. And then the following year they expect them to make playoffs, and they took Polenta, Alvarez was gone. They didn't bring no one to fucking back them up. And then they bring Yanni. fucking 1 month. Get the fuck out of here, bro. How the fuck you want him to make playoffs when you took away the team that took him there?
Damn,
in
and
the
low
first
key,
place?
we could have used Fabio Alvarez throughout
Yeah,
those years.
maybe. But like if you over here complaining about basket, and I'm a big on Fabio, right? Super big on Fabio. I love Fabio to this day. Watch Pumas games because of that fool. But you're complaining about Vasquez giving you 60 minutes. What did Fabio give you?
60 minutes, 65
minutes.
65,
Yeah, but younger
65.
legs,
He
though.
gets 65 minutes.
Younger legs.
I feel you, dog. But I mean, what Fabio had skill wise, that fool Vasquez gives you with this, right? So
no, I've been on here
it's-
fucking complaining about Fabio when he was playing with us.
No, I'm not saying, but you were saying like you're complaining about bringing Vasquez back, and it's different type of cam, but they gave you the same amount of minutes, just a different style.
Yeah.
Vasquez is quick with his mind, and Fabio was a little quicker with his feet.
Combine them, fusion.
I wish, bro. Gave me 90 minutes. I wish.
The other Alvarez, Efra. Listen,
man. That's our cam.
I'm big on Efra. I'm still I'm still
Yeah, me
championing.
too.
I'm
Me
still
too.
championing Efra.
I'm still
championing
I'm
Efra.
reserved, dog. I don't want to take that L. I'll take it this season. If he has a big season this year, which I'm hoping he does, and from the looks of it, he might, then I'll fucking call it what it is. Though it took a fat ass L. I was wrong about Efra.
Here, like under Vanny, there's an identity though, right? Like we understand what we want to do next year, right? Like this year already, we
We
understand
have
what
a style
we
of play.
Yeah,
What's that?
we have an understanding of what we want to look like next year, right? Even if we don't have the players yet, like we have an understanding of what we want to play like. Do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
But I hate to say it, yes. But also felt that way GBS year one. I'm sure there's a recording of me saying, "Oh, we finally have this vision. We finally have a
We
direction."
did, right? And then what
Yeah.
happened
Yeah,
next
that's true.
season? Exactly what just like people are always gonna shit on GBS, and that's fine. Whatever, he didn't get the job done. But at the same time, you go back and look at all the players he lost. The following season, you can't expect him to do better. He had Polenta, and who was his other CB? Who was Polenta's partner at that time? Was it Steris?
I think it was Sarah's.
Steris.
Is that the year we lost?
Oceani.
Is that the year we lost fucking Yella too?
I want to say
Mid-season?
I don't know.
Romney.
We had Romney. too.
Hey, we fuck. You see him in Nashville, bro?
But that's because
Don't matter, he didn't
but
do shit
that's-
for us. Like, I don't care what he does in
that's their
Nashville.
That's the system they play. My point is though, he had that, and then we lost Polenta, and that was a big player in the back. He had like fucking 5 assists out the back.
Yeah, he was really good
we're
one on
just
one.
talking
He could play. He could play out the back.
He was
And then
really
we
good
had,
one-on-one.
We had Fabio. I forgot who the fuck else we had, bro.
Antuna?
Antuna.
Oh yeah, Antuna.
But see, Antuna was fucking chicken with his head cut off. Though. Like
yeah. I just thought he was slightly better than Boateng.
yeah, yep.
That's all I thought about him.
My point is though, like that we shit on GBS. He lost the players, and then expect him to make it to playoffs. And then rebuild, we rebuild. But there was really never a rebuild season. Everybody talks about, oh, we're rebuilding again. No, motherfucker, we're actually trying to rebuild right now because we never had the chance to. When we were rebuilding, then they plugged in Zlatan into the equation.
And then
we played. Then GBS had to play to
Yeah.
Zlatan ball, right?
Yeah.
They had to play to Zlatan. And then fucking whatever. And then Zlatan left. And then who took over after GBS? Vanny, right?
Yeah,
Vanny. Sure, it's Vanny.
So then he still has to get rid of the contracts, which he's doing. He did this season, and now he's building. And motherfuckers are gonna bitch because he's bringing in his players that know his system or players that are gonna understand his system. That's why it's like relax a little bit, dog. It's just not
Yeah.
flashy,
Well, but see, like-
but it's dead pieces, and that's shit that we need.
Yeah.
Because when we don't have them, GBS season 2.
Yeah.
Eddie had an idea and explain
what
him
I
the
was
idea
gonna say.
because that's the one I'm really into that idea.
I get all that, right? And we could actually, relate to. I'm gonna relate to what happened with GBS. Do you ever think that? I'm just gonna throw this out there. Let's say Rusnak was real to the Galaxy, but something happened where it didn't happen. Elias Sanchez, how it was fake, but he ended up in the same city. What if there's problems upstairs? The people are clashing heads. Remember, there's no clarity on who's signing the players, who's getting these players. There's no clarity. There isn't.
It has to be Vanny.
It's fucking Vanny, bro.
But it's
Look,
Like listen, this is like.
so you think no? My question is like, so you don't think that's a possibility?
No.
That this is why the big signings haven't come in.
No.
No.
No
So
way.
you guys are sold that Vanny is in charge of everything.
Yeah, 100%. Because if that wasn't the case, then DTK would still be here.
That part.
That's
DTK would still be here.
So you're saying that that was the death of DTK? Like they're like, all right, cool, we're gonna.
No. I think the opportunity arose, and they knew they had
And
they
then
had
they're
Vanny.
like, all right, well then the front office looked at it like, okay, so who's gonna be in charge of all this shit? Well, Vanny did it in Toronto, and what happened in Toronto? They won their fake little treble because the Canadian Cup don't count. but they won the little treble, and who was in charge of everything there?
Yeah. Tim like Wiki, you're right.
Oh, listen, that's the missing link, right? That's the missing link. If we
but
have Timberlake Wiki, that'd be it.
That's unfair advantage. But I'm saying like, Vanny's in charge of this shit, bro.
Yeah.
There was no other way around it.
If you want to look for the drama, then you can say like, what if? But it's not gonna happen.
I buy into that drama because
I tried.
And
how
also-
shit show we've been these past couple years.
No, but like,
That's why I buy into that drama. I believe that there is some drama in the front office where they can't decide, like, oh,
Maybe-
I want this player. No, I don't want this player. I want this other player. And then they crash heads.
Possibly before DTK,
Yeah.
there was, right?
Yeah.
But when DTK signed, Chris Klein was like,
yep, and I just talked about it. Yep.
yeah, wash my hands. Y'all deal with this shit.
Yeah. And maybe so with DTK and GPS, right? Mm-hmm. But Vanny, you know why I know Vanny ain't bullshitting? Because Vanny says shit to us, right? Like he says shit to us, and then it just happens. Like what he's talking about, like legit what he's saying, like just does it. Like it's not a lot of sugarcoating when it comes to him, right? So when he tells us, listen, last year he told us exactly who's bringing in, right? Like he didn't give his name, but when we had a conversation with us, we're telling him when this was support groups, right? Like I told him, doesn't really matter the names; they just got to give us their all, right? And then he went on to break down that he needed a speedy winger, right? Somebody that could play the ball back and forth. And he was talking about Granzer at that point. He talked about bringing somebody really young that is very promising, but we had to have time. I'm assuming that's going to be Cabral, right? And he was talking about who was the first defender we brought in?
Williams.
No, but Williams was
Cabral was second. I'm
okay.
pretty
It
sure.
might have been Williams, whatever he was talking about. But he told exactly what we want, and that's exactly who he got, right? Like DTK not being here. It's a wrap.
Let me go further into that. That's good and all, right? Yeah, 100%. That's dope. All right, Klein contract year. What is the main purpose of his job?
Everything else, but
Well, like-
Is you happy?
I think money. In my opinion, it's money. To make money, make the club money, keep Uncle Phil happy, right? Now, say Vanny has the right player in mind for that DP. And this is going back to the whole damn clashing heads. Seeing that Vanny wants to save his job, you don't think it's a possibility that we end up with fucking Guardado or something because no.
Listen, like I don't know where I think it happened in 2017 when we went with the youth, right? And that idea of AG doesn't want to spend money came about, right? Like that was the year 2017, and ever since then we just haven't got rid of that stigma. And it's AEG, and they have a lot of money. You know what I mean? Like Galaxy is one of the properties that they don't disown, and they haven't done so in 20 out of years. I don't even know how I can say this, but they won't. Like they're looking to reinvest in the Galaxy, not necessarily just only on the field, but like also with some other shit that I might not be too happy with. Yeah, it's not a thing. Like AG is not scared of spending money for the G's, and it's not about like saving money, right? It's about making money, like jersey sales. That's gonna be a thing, but not about like saving money. Like it's not about like They have to sell tickets, bro. right? And I don't think the community is at a place where like you could bring a shiny name that's a has been, or just the name that you know, and it's gonna bring you tickets. You know what I mean? That's not where we're at no more.
I hope so.
No, that's not where we're at no more. I'm telling you, because they've been hit with that because of it, right? Last year was a better season for us than in other years.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
It didn't reflect that much on our tickets, right? Because one is COVID still, I believe, but it's also like we did better, but it wasn't there, right? Like you're not committing to seeing tickets for that just yet,
Okay.
right? So like, I'm telling. At least, listen, they're putting a lot of money in. They're re-putting money in staff again. A lot of it's to sell tickets, right? So like, that's what they need. They need to fucking flip tickets, but they're also understanding that like if they don't have product in the field, you can't bring in a Beckham again. Like that's not gonna happen, right?
I told you. You got to bring players that are going to win you titles. Yeah. You don't go with those big names anymore. You bring titles to the city, everybody's going to turn up, bro.
I mean, look at the Lakers right now. Right? I know it's different things.
Carmelo, Westbrook, LeBron, Anthony Davis, and they're trash right now.
I can afford to see them.
You can afford to see them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and the G's know that because I've been calling them out of them. They've been reactionary to fucking Levas, right?
Yeah, we know. I think
I call them out on the show all the time, but that's exactly it. Like, for whatever it's worth, like at least business wise for them, or at least the way they want to treat things, like it works out for them because they got pressure on that side. So now they're like they understand like, oh, we can't. We're not just the Galaxy. Like we have to actually do something. Like do something. You know what I mean? Like they got it. You know what I mean? They got it. I get it though. Like I do understand where like all the emotion comes from because we've been burned year after year after year after year.
Yeah, so
I get it. I get it. We just, we go.
We're hungry for a title. We want to see another title, bro.
Trust me. This week, I'm telling you, when I had the conversation, I realized like a lot of people have just been through the shit years. Like they haven't seen good years, right? Like I get it. Like I fucking get it, bro. Like I don't think. Yeah, man. I wouldn't know, right? But like, if I never seen a winning season at home, like, would I keep coming back? You know what I mean? Like I'm not like.
Would I keep buying season ticket members?
Yes.
You know, like,
Yeah, probably answers. Yeah, probably is yeah. Like, but like,
because we've done it.
I know, but we also been like fucking 2012 with the mud. Like that was fucking amazing, right? Like, and I made a fool of myself, but like I could always lean back on that and be like, I fucking hate you, but you know what I mean? That's there.
That's crazy because I read people like, I'm canceling my season tickets and shit. And I'm like, that never crosses my mind.
Yeah,
like,
no.
My card information is there. I get that opt-out email. I fucking just ignore it, and it keeps going. Yeah. This fucking team.
Yeah, but like for us, like we got memories to lean on when the Galaxy was really good.
Yeah.
Right, when we're the fucking team, period, right? Like we have that. Like, and I get like all this. Like on Twitter and social media is because they don't have that to lean on, right? Like for them, like they've seen Levas win the fucking supporter shield, unbalanced seasons that don't mean shit, but they've seen Levas win a supporter shield while they haven't seen G's win shit.
Yeah.
Right? Like to me, like I laugh at that fucking at that unbalanced supporter shield they got because I seen fucking Cubs in the middle of the fucking field, right? Like I've been there. I realized a lot of people haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's hard. Like I understand where the emotion comes from, but trust me, when we get back, because we will be back, as the LA fucking Galaxy ain't going nowhere. It feels better.
You should have your own podcast.
Sometimes.
That's what I tell them,
But before we move on, hey, big shout out to David Vasquez, listening all the way from Guanajuato.
From where?
From where?
He's not that drunk yet.
No, and I was actually like reading the name of the city. I was like, don't fuck it up.
How do you say it?
Guanajuato.
There you go. Thank you.
Para que nos mande un tequila ahí de
Narcos México Fuso.
I know you guys are all for the players getting better, year by year, developing. Efra's eventually going to find out he has a right.
Doesn't need to.
All right, whatever. So my question: say you guys see the light at the end of the tunnel. Say we can win this season. What are those pieces that get us closer. Let's go with 3. One being your DP, right? Where's that DP going? Where on the field is that DP going?
Cam. I'm talking about a hardworking, creative guy, bro.
This one.
Yeah, Dybala. I don't know, man. He's not hardworking though. Like, I need somebody who's gonna bust their ass 90 minutes, bro.
That's a game changer, though, dude.
You think
A player
so?
like that to come to the LA Galaxy changes, even if he's lazy on the field.
I don't
Once he
know,
gets
man.
that
Like, we've
ball,
seen this-
He's magic.
I think he's lazy, bro. I think he's lazy. That's my personal opinion. Like we could,
Whatever.
you know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna start this rumor right now. Dybala to the Galaxy.
There it
He
is.
wants out of Juve, dog.
Confirmed.
Confirmed. Didn't you do that once? Massa did it once. Se viene Dybala.
Now, listen, you know, our first episode is Balotelli to LA.
Yeah.
The first Straight from the Stand episode is
That should've
Balotelli.
been
So
great.
he's been missing since the first episode of Straight from the Stands. Is all I'm gonna say. Listen,
I said I that was a rumor though. I confirmed.
yeah, he
I
confirmed.
won't wait for anybody.
And then he's confirmed like 6 other signings.
Nah, chill.
So who we getting? Who we getting?
Dybala, he just said
Who
it.
the fuck knows this? Is
Summertime?
Huh?
Summertime, Dybala? We wait summertime?
He wants out now.
dude,
Did you see the eyes he did to Nedved today?
The what?
The little eyes he did to Nedved.
no,
So he scored 1-0 today for Juve, and he looked up at the fucking director's box, which is Pavel Nedved. He's like dogging him, dog. Like, what's up?
No shit.
Call me out
Send
on
me
my
to the
shit.
See, but
Galaxy.
if he leaves now, I think can the G's get it though? Can the G's get him if we leave?
If Toronto could get him, dude, you didn't tell me the LA Galaxy is not going to be able to go out and get him.
But see, like
The answer is no.
I rate fucking Insigne like heavy over Dybala.
That's 100%. You're absolutely right. Insigne is the better player. You tell me Dybala to the G's don't slap? That shit slap.
Yeah.
Like, just as hard, dog. What the fuck?
But I'll tell you what, like I don't have a name to counter that. Like I want a dope ass player. I just don't know what that.
Well, I
player
don't know
is.
if you know what I said. I know this is not what this doesn't go what we're talking about, but what I said the last time I said, given our situation and the different World Cup we're having this year, if you just hold on to that DP spot, because either somebody would want to come in the summer and be fit up to the World Cup, and or
That's right.
since it's over in the winter, just hold it, and then you play with 2. You could not pick up Chicha's option and have 2 after a Winter World Cup.
Man, but see, like last year we had all 3 DPs, right?
Technically.
Right. And we're 48 points, and we lost. We didn't make playoffs, right? I know. I'm talking about like everybody take a step forward. We should make playoffs, right? I think you need that. You need that Cam, that real guy who's gonna take charge and feed Chicha the ball, like just over and over and over again. Now, if you want to make it a fucking not only make playoffs, but like actually a run in playoffs, right? You get somebody who could direct that midfield like that, who can make Cabral a threat on wing, so he could open up for Chicha or let it be Granzier on their side, whoever it is. If you got somebody who could ping these passes to all these players, bro, then you could figure the rest out. I think. I honestly believe like the one missing link, because when listen, we look good when Vasquez ping passes.
100%.
Right? When Vasquez can ping a pass, we look like we know what the fuck we're doing. Listen, for me, like I highlighted Efra so much because when he has the vision and he puts those balls like ahead of people where they can just run into it and then play just kind of elaborates from that, we look very good. Right? When we look bad is when we're passing laterally and we're moving like we're playing drills. Right? When we're point A, B, C, back to A, B, C, right? Like that's when we look bad. But when we start moving, when players take chances to make the runs or players give these in between passes or passes, los pases filtrados, like it's amazing. Like we know what we're doing, right?
And that was the
So
issue
that's what I
last
think we
season,
need.
though, because if you go back and watch film, everybody's gonna shit on Cabral, whatever. My man was always open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always
Why?
made the right runs, yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
No, I brought that up too. And to your point about you get that guy, that creative midfielder, and you figure the rest out. Back to the Rusnak thing. When Rusnak was rumored, dude, I was like, here we go. Now we're good. Now Cabral's gonna get these looks, and it's so. Yeah, the Cam.
And he shoots from the outside, and he shows like I like him. But we need that guy. We need that guy, except the guy that's 2 steps ahead of him.
Yeah.
Like, that's what we need. I don't know who the fuck that is. I don't even know who it says.
And I think that's...
Listen, I'm on like an 84 rating on PS5 right now. So you need somebody like me on the field. You know what I mean? You need like my virtual player.
An
My
85
meta me.
rated
You need my
player.
meta me on the field. Bro. You know what I mean? Again, like when Masa was talking about Dybala, like I'm not super excited about Dybala, but I also don't have a name to counter that. Right? We just need a fucking creative.
I see Isco popping up over and over in the chat.
Isco.
Isco would be, but for a DP
fire.
spot,
Yeah,
but see, like,
100%.
But Isco works though, bro. Isco work. Well, when he's motivated, he works. Never mind. I'll shut the fuck up. When he's motivated, he works.
I mean, Isco is a maybe not recently, but he's a big boy player, bro.
Yeah.
He took Malaga to fucking Champions League or whatever the fuck it was, to Europa spot, and then to Madrid.
I like
and then
him.
when fucking they were missing that missing player in Madrid, that Cam or whatever it was, when Ozil left, Isco was the man, bro.
yeah,
No, like,
he was the man.
He was
Can he
the
come over here and do it again though?
Shit, actually on the in the winter he was linked to Arsenal and I was excited about it. Fuck yeah, I'll take him as a DP.
The thing is, though, that's the type of player or what we need from that Cam, right? Someone to push forward and not be scared to take players on or to go forward.
and be a threat
because
from that side.
when we looked good last season was when we lost the ball on their third. The issue was when we were doing fucking drills and we lost it at the halfway point. And then everybody's pushed up because we like to push with their wingers, right?
Yeah,
Yep, I'm telling you, like, listen, we need that midfield who's just unlock those runs, right? Like, ping those balls when you see those runs, right? And not the drills. We need that. We need the Cam. We need fucking
center back.
Derek Williams prior to the 8-game suspension. We need aggressive Derek Williams back.
100%.
You know what I mean? I was having that conversation just this week too about like how Derek Williams before the red card versus Derek Williams after the red card. It's like 2 different players, bro. And I get it. It's 8 fucking games, right? He ended up serving 8 fucking games, like big chunk of games too. But man, like he was a different player. Like if we could get that energy like from before he got the red card, I pair him up with somebody else. Doesn't matter who it is. Right? But you need a boss like that, in my opinion.
Do you have sorry, you don't think that center back's on the team already? Like you want to get another center back?
No, I said pair him with whoever. Like so like I always go back to Berhalter because Berhalter was mean. When he played center back, he was mean. Like I remember like the puteadas que le metía fucking Omar, right? Like that fool like kind of like the legit treatment. You know, like how Slata would push him around. Like that's what Berhalter would do to him. Like he was mean and he was assertive, and you could bank on him. Right, you could bank on him. And even he was old, like when he got him, but you still bank on him. I need that. I want something like that, right? Like from Derek Williams. And I thought there was a lot of that in him before the red card, right? Because I remember seeing him like making sure the line was correct, right? Like being the first one there and then demanding everybody else to get there with him. I want all that back. But as soon as he got when he got the red card, when he came back, I didn't see that much anymore. Like
maybe because
maybe
because he wasn't relying on his pairing of the center back. I mean, he had Steres, he had Koulibaly. Those guys didn't really help him out.
No. False. There was never a steady pair. There was always like an injury, suspension, like this crazy rotation where they never got to play together
but again,
back games.
Like, what if, right? What if like he just doesn't that doesn't happen? Doesn't get the red card, doesn't lose the 8 games, and he has those 8 games to like really like solidify who he is.
MLS Cup champs, baby.
No, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But I think the questions about like who are center backs for this year are answered at that point, right? I think we know like maybe it doesn't wear Williams, but like we have that question now because we didn't see what it could have been because of that record, right?
Yeah,
I want to see him back, bro. Like really want to see him back.
And call me crazy, I think that Koulibaly still has something to show.
Listen, I've been calling him the biggest fraud of the year. I saw him the first game and I was sold. I mean, you go back to the episode. I was like, yo, like this guy's it. He got wheels.
Same.
He got smarts. He goes in hard. And then none of that shit ever again, bro. Like it was one game that happened and then never saw it again. He's a fraud. Boy.
Sega Siani, baby. Sega Siani.
Again, with Koulibaly, first season,
you get him a pass?
Try to give him benefit of the doubt. I ain't giving him no pass. I take the pew over that ass, man. Yeah,
the
man.
striker, bro.
It's his fucking. We'll see second season, man. I don't want to lose all hope because it's hard for me to lose hope on players, but.
Yo, but he was fucking.
I understand.
He was
dog. I saw the
Siani
game
bro.
too,
He
bro.
was
Trust me.
Siani bro. In
I saw the games
defense,
too, dog. You know, but
like at center back, I don't need you to be flashy. I need you to be assertive, bro. And I need you to go for a header and win it. I need you to boot it the fuck out when you need to. And he did none of that.
He had heavy feet on those one-on-ones. He had very heavy feet, bro, and everybody would just take him easily.
You guys remember the first game he played? He had wheels.
Yeah,
Like,
I was
what the
like,
fuck happened, bro?
Like, we found the
He has
guy.
footwork too.
Listen, even Revolucion at CB is better than him, though.
Oh yeah, Revolution's a beast, though, dude.
But like that's my guy. I'm calling it right now. Next year, he's gonna be the guy for us. Like just best player of the year.
Best center mid in the
Yeah.
league.
You know
He's
why?
gonna be- yep.
You know
he's not
why?
gonna play CDM.
Because legit and Dos Santos won't be in his way.
Yep.
No more experimenting
I like.
and trying to figure out
Yeah.
who works with them because none of them
Nah, he's
did.
gonna
I-
be a CDM, 100%.
Yep.
Huh?
They're gonna give Revolution the
Yeah,
freedom.
that's his
Box to box.
midfield. He's a boss.
Everybody
Listen,
wants to think he's a CDM. He's a CDM. He's a true box to box.
eight.
though.
Yep.
He's
Listen,
a
5
true
goals.
box to box.
Five goals. How many? I should have seen how many goals. He got 5 goals. He got whatever assists. And how many times did we see him like doing fucking sliding at the end line? Like my guy is there and there at the
He's
same
box-
damn
he's
time.
box to
Like I
box,
love
for
this
sure.
kid. Like, yeah, man.
All right, so we've only filled one position. I know you had your CV argument. I mean, what else? What else do we need for this season to be?
Listen, what we need is instead of 5-goal Cabral, we need 8-goal Cabral. Instead of 3-goal Cabral, instead of 3-goal Gran Sir, we need a 8-goal Gran Sir. Right? We need 20 from Chicha, and then give me something in the middle with everybody else. Right?
I
think we need to stack up at CM.
yeah, that
I feel like CM and maybe I don't know. You guys could be high on Villafano. I still think we need a starting left back.
I mean, you already kind of have someone to mess with there. Leardon can bring that. I know he plays on the right, but
Leardon is a right back, left back, and a CDM, and can play CB. Straight the fuck up. He plays 4 positions.
yeah.
Is he starting in any one of them?
For his national country, yes.
No. Is he starting for any of them? Though?
Started in all of them, actually.
No,
Like
but
CB? Is it starting for the
fucking-
G's?
He got MLS experience, bro. He has a fucking MLS cup. You know, it's a player you need. I'm not saying he's a starter. I'm just saying it's a person that fucking fills all these roles that we may need come summertime, injury, whatever. We have someone that could cover that spot.
But listen, let's. You're talking about midfield, right? I think hands down the player for us to see next year is gonna be Revolucion, right? Like, he's gonna be it for us in the midfield. But backing him up, we're gonna have Harvey, and Harvey for being the unknown name he is. Like every time he's touched the field last season,
Yeah.
he didn't have a back in.
no,
I liked
I love
Harvey.
how he plays.
You know what I mean? Like
I like how he plays.
And you're telling me that's who's like on the heels of Revolucion.
And he's on green.
I'm
card.
okay with this, right? Listen, we need a cam.
Damn.
We need a cam, but I'm a big fan of Refa.
yeah. I think another in the midfield. Same with the midfield. We need wingers. We need wingers in the sense that one goes down, or we try to play 4-4-2. I know we have Jovic, but maybe he's not going to be the guy starting. Say Cabral's going to play on top. I think that's where we need the depth.
That's,
and
to me,
wingers.
that's the wrong move.
No, I'm just saying. But we need
That's
an injury then. An
That's like
injury,
when motherfuckers said Tropa won up top. The fuck did Duffo ever do a striker? Nothing, bro, because he's not his fucking position. Same with Cabral. Cabral is dope out wide, bro, because he could take players on. He likes to take players on.
And he's a threat, right?
And
Like
he's always open.
you stick him in the wing like Henri, like you stick him in the wing, right? You're gonna make somebody go after him because he has that pace,
Then
right? Like
opens
it doesn't
it-
matter if he's good or not. Like
then-
he has that pace, he's gonna burn you.
Then you open up your striker, which is Charito.
You
And he's
just
hard to guard, bro.
hug that
nobody
motherfucking
guarding
sideline,
him,
bro.
Fucking-
That's how you do it, Cabral. He hugged that, and he did. Like you alluded to this, right? Like he hugged that sideline, and then we just couldn't get him the fucking ball out there. Like, it would die in the middle somewhere because we were playing drills.
But yeah, bro. I mean, I don't get the, and that's
Yeah.
on Vanny if you want to get to that, but I don't understand the Cabral playing them top type of shit.
Who do you see as your day in day out wingers right now?
like the man on the wings.
Yeah.
Oh, it's easy. This is Grand Sir.
All right, so that covers one, and then if you're thinking of on top, who else?
That's the
you
thing.
have nobody.
I don't think there is.
Efra on the wing.
Yeah,
I think Efra was pretty productive on the wings when he was in there.
But let's say because the middle's pretty thin, that you'd consider Efra more in the middle than
that's personal preference. I kind of acted out because like, I want him in the middle, right? But like you're right. I think you're right because listen, you work both ways, right? You can put him out left because that's in his natural foot, or you could put him inverted
just to cut in. Yeah.
So I always inverted. Efra's always inverted.
Yeah, and I thought he did pretty well this last season on the wing. Like the times he was in there, I thought he was very productive.
Was he like? Listen, you know why I like him in the midfield? Because he's left-footed, right?
Yeah.
Last season, a lot of passes that came out to the midfield, he fucks him because everybody expects, like as a defender, right?
Yeah.
Naturally, you expect the pass to come from the other foot, so you guard him on one side and you leave him his left foot, and like he finds fucking dimes when he's on, he finds dimes.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, I like him in midfield because he's left-footed and he's smart. That's going to last for so long, right? If he's good, they're going to know he's a left-footed player. Whatever. But I like him right now, man. I'm a big fan of Efra. I'm going to champion him.
All right. So I'm gonna leave you guys with this question, and then we'll go to other questions. It's too early to tell, I think. I mean, it definitely is. You know, you said playoffs bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
But where do you think this team lands?
Bro.
We get to decision day.
I'm not gonna answer. That's just bullshit,
Bro.
And Nashville's in our conference now, so wherever you think we were gonna end up last season, fucking 2 or 1 lower than that.
No, man. Listen.
But Portland's in shambles now, so.
Listen, I'm telling you right now. No, fucking lying. The whole season I went talking about top 3, bro. The whole season I went talking about top 3. Right? Like I was banking on top 3, and then I moved it down to like top 5.
And then we're in playoffs.
Bro, what the fuck? Yeah, I don't even know where to go with this. I think you have, man, to make a successful season, you have to finish top. You have to host a playoff game. You have to host a
That's
playoff game.
hard right now. We don't have a Cam.
Well, I mean,
We do have Cam.
No,
We do have
legit
Cam.
Cam.
We do. Listen. It's
I'm
only
just gonna keep drinking.
last year.
Plenty more.
Give me one, dog.
Yeah, I got you.
I need if I'm gonna back up F like this, I need a beer, bro.
All right, here you go.
Thank you, sir.
You should probably shotgun them if you're gonna back them up.
No, I'm not doing all that.
Efra as our Cam to start the season, I don't mind it, but as our permanent Cam, I still think that DP slide is gonna have to be filled by that.
Yeah, I agree. Cam is a game changer.
It is.
Well, that's the thing. That's the beauty of it, right? We have an open DP spot
Yeah.
and we have a TAM spot.
Oh,
You know, we've
See,
been
we
not
got
talking
space to
about
do
that
moves.
shit.
It's just the fact that there's no rumors,
We,
any
but
leaks.
man, like,
but dog, like
it's fine.
even when we signed Raheem Edwards and fucking Leardom, there was nothing out, bro. It's just the front office is quiet right now.
Listen,
But they're probably working hard behind the scenes, and just because we don't hear shit, don't mean that
like-
they're not looking.
yo, if we collectively can all say we need a Cam,
They're smarter than us. They know what the fuck
I
they
have
need.
to imagine
They're smarter
they
than
kind of
us.
thought about this too. You know what I mean? Like I just have to imagine that. I think we need a Cam. You know what I mean?
Shit.
They probably got like a list of 10 people that are Cams, and then just start crossing them off if they don't want to come.
Fuck, Ruse
You
Knock
think
was
they
the
don't
top
want to
3.
come? You think players that are okay with coming to MLS don't want to come to the Galaxy?
Ooh. The
You
thing
think
is, I think it's looked at different now. It kind of sucks. I think big name players, yeah, like it's the main destination. But I feel like people that pay attention to the league, that like not the well known names,
Like
Oh,
the
okay, maybe.
Pozuelos, like
Yeah.
those type
Oh
of
no,
players.
hell no, no.
they're like if they want to win right now, they're kind of like maybe Galaxy's not the best destination.
No. I think you're off the
I
mark.
hope so.
I think you're off the mark.
I hope so.
Listen, it doesn't matter, right? Like the agent says, hey, there's interest for you in MLS. It's Charlotte. It's
fucking
Cincinnati.
irrelevant team
It's
you want.
Cincinnati. It's Utah. It's RSL. And it's the LA Galaxy looking for you.
What if you throw in Seattle in there? Oh,
Yeah,
Seattle's looking
Seattle
for you.
too. You can throw Seattle in
Atlanta's
there
looking
too.
for you.
Okay, Atlanta can challenge
And the
you.
LA Galaxy. You don't think they're going to go, oh, well, maybe Seattle. I have
No.
to win there. That's
No.
a winning culture right
No,
there.
not Seattle. Seattle.
Atlanta. They seen the stadium, how it gets filled up.
Nope.
The LA Galaxy, how good have they been the past 5 years? Oh, shit.
No.
You want me to go there and fucking take a shit?
Listen, it's but then you look at it what MLS really is, right? Tell me what team can really say they're it?
Seattle.
No,
How soon?
they
How
would have.
soon?
They would have won
I
it
guess
last season. Playboy.
That part.
There's still a winning
No.
culture.
I
no.
understand that.
It's
100%,
MLS, boys.
but it's never been like
It's MLS, boys.
back-to-back champions except us.
It's MLS,
The only
boys.
team.
It's MLS, boys, right? Look at Atlanta 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yo, Atlanta's it. Yo, that's the new destiny. Like, you know what I mean? Look at the money. Right?
Yeah.
Seattle can't do it back to back. Toronto couldn't do it back to back. Portland. This year, Colorado was the team. Who called Colorado being the team?
I've been
Nah, you
saying
did not
this-
call it being. You did not call it
but
being.
I've been
You said it was
saying-
better. Yeah,
I've
but
been saying they've been fucking solid for years.
I agree, but start of the year, you call them. They're going to end with it.
I
They
said they
call.
were
They're going to end with.
in the
They're
They were
gonna
solid though. They were really solid.
I agree. They were a good team, but you didn't call that at the beginning of the year, though. Right?
Nah, I don't
It's
think any of us did.
MLS, bro. Like that's why, like, and the thing about it is like that we're passionate about it, right?
Right.
Because we support the Galaxy, and we don't like any other team being better than us.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's what we are. But their agents and their data guys, they're not looking at all that. Right? They're looking at what MLS is, and they understand what it is. And again,
Yeah, if I'm an agent, I'm looking at where's my player gonna live comfortably, where's he gonna make
Miami.
money off of marketing the most.
Miami.
you mean Fort Lauderdale? Not Miami.
I mean,
Carson Galaxy. No, but you don't live in Carson. You live in Manhattan Beach, and you know that's right. Tsunami warning. Never mind. You're right. Tsunami warning. Let's go to Atlanta. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
yeah, no, seriously. You guys saw Don't Look Up? Movies.
fire.
Movies always foreshadow, but it was gonna come from underneath, not from on top. So they can't tell us the complete truth. Anyways, that's very different. That's for a
Very
different
different
show.
show.
What?
Wow. So wait, where we at? You said top 4.
I said I'm not giving you an answer.
You
You said top 4.
Yeah, I said they have to host
I said
a
top 4 -2.
6th place. Let's
I'll
go.
tell you right now, I can tell the future. All right. October 9th, 2022, the Galaxy play versus Houston Dynamo away.
Missed the playoffs right
We
there.
missed the
Oh, valió madre.
That's it. That's all I need to know. And that's all I got to see to tell you that we're not going to the playoffs.
Nah, we lose that game, but we're making playoffs though. We're definitely losing that game for sure. Like that I agree with you. We're losing that game, but
We already
man,
cleared
I'm telling you, like, I get it.
Yeah.
Dog, like, can you add like the makeup fucking mask
the
on me,
clown?
the clown mask on me right now? Because listen, I'm straight up, right? Like, we didn't make playoffs last year, so there's no reason for me to be saying this. But last year's team was better team than what it was
years
at the end
before.
of the days. You know
I
what I mean?
agree
At the end
with
of the day, it
that
was a better team. Cabral is the big question mark for me, but everybody else, I'm talking about Revolucion, I'm talking about Efra, I'm talking about Julian, I'm talking about anybody 25 and under is going to take a step up next year, right? Because they're coming into something that's familiar now, right? It's just building on top of what they did last year. So I think everybody takes a step up. And you sprinkle in the DP cam and the TAM X, wherever we need it. That team has to make, again, last year Cabral scores 2-3 more. We don't miss Chicha those 5 games. We don't miss Derek Williams those 8 games. Listen, 6-9 points are definitely obtainable, right, with that, right? And that would have put us in a different position. And I'm expecting to be better than that next year or this year. I see top 4. And again, clown.
I mean, I was totally joking, obviously, with not making the playoffs. We lose that.
You
Houston
believe it?
game,
I
too.
can tell you
But
pessimistic fuck.
I think we have to make it. Like, it would like be a total fucking shock if we don't make it.
everybody.
You know, I love to stir the pot. I love to just push your guys' buttons, but
Hold my beer.
I think we are in the right direction, and we're gonna figure out. Looking at the big picture, yeah, we see the moves around the league, but maybe we're not getting enough credit. And like this, Vanny is that methodical that he's like, all right, yeah, Rusnak was available, but we're gonna change the game. This other dude that I'm looking at is, about. I'm just being. I'm super optimistic, and I think once the conversation is gonna be completely different, not just here but on Twitter. Once we get to the summer,
Do something. Listen, right now we're upset about Rusnak, right? I think rightfully so, because Rusnak would have been
I'm not anymore. Fuck that fool.
Straight up.
Listen, right now,
nah, my arch enemy now is Keith Costigan. Can never forget that name now.
Keith Costigan.
He's the guy that reported that.
Oh yeah.
That's my
Go
mortal
there,
enemy,
right?
bro. Keith Costigan.
Listen, like, again, we could be upset about that, or we could be upset about not having any signings, and then we get a signing that we all really want, and that sentiment is gone.
Yeah.
Right? It's the fucking G way. Right?
Yeah.
So, like, retrospect 2020, just wait until what happens. And listen, if we're mad at it, let's be mad. But, like, we're mad about something that might not happen or that might happen. Like,
We're just hurt, Rudy.
No, I get it.
Right?
I get it.
We've been in this toxic relationship.
But listen, it's time. It's time to kind of look in the mirror a little bit. Okay.
Oh, here we
like
go.
there is fault from the other party, but let's look at ourselves and realize how much clown makeup we apply year after year because we believe this bullshit into the app, right? But, so like, no, listen, it's straight up. I get sentiment, and it's, we're talking about like how, especially if you've been around only the last 5-6 years, like I fucks with you. I understand why you're mad.
Yeah.
But also like take a step back and look at where we at and what are here. Think back 2 years ago what our roster looked like versus what our roster looks like today, and the contracts and what we have. Like I think we're in a better place just by looking at that.
Yeah.
Right. Like listen, there's no more Subek in our team. There's no more Stairs in our team. Like everybody who Angel hates. It's pretty much gone from the team, right? Like, so,
Don't you dare talk shit about Zubac, sir.
Yeah, listen, you can like Subek all you want, but it's good that he's off of our team.
Yes, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like, it just is what it is.
Where you at, Brian? What do you?
We had a couple questions on Instagram.
What we gonna-
On me, what we need?
Where we gonna end up? Damn, you're that behind.
Not even me, fool.
I was sick of leg.
Damn, I'm not even drinking. Fuck.
That's the problem.
Where do we end up? We miss playoffs again. Yeah, we miss playoffs.
I was
again.
joking when I said
Let's
that.
switch seats, my son. I can't be on negativity, bro.
Come sit on my lap, dog.
We do. I don't think how it looks like right now. We miss it again the same way. Last minute
Damn.
type shit.
He totally missed the conversation we just had right now.
No, he don't give a fuck what I just said. You know what I mean? Like, I don't believe none of it. Like, fuck what you say, you
Just
bullshit.
look in the mirror. This was just like swiping right on their shit.
It's like left. It's a numbers game.
All right, Brian. I'm over your bullshit. Give us some questions.
Bullshit ass Brian.
Logan Jones on Instagram. Just a yearly reminder that Eddie hit the post twice during halftime show.
That's called talent, baby. I didn't do that shit on purpose.
You were playing post.
Top bin challenge.
Tony, be real.
Hey, we have a call.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
shit. I didn't answer it.
Hey, play that.
Tell him to call back. Whoever called, call
Whoever's
back.
calling, go ahead and call back. Chewy will answer it this time. I
He'll
hope.
try at least.
Yeah. And when
Tony
you answer,
B-
Chewy, you have to hit 1, just so you know.
Tony,
That
be
way you-
real. Should we be concerned with the lack of new signings or ambition to improve the team?
Kind of 30 hit on all that.
Yeah.
It's wait and see.
I believe so.
Give it like another
or
2
while
weeks.
out, doesn't matter.
Another 2 weeks?
If you give it like another 2 weeks and nothing comes up, panic, dog.
At least rumors.
No, man. You know when you panic when we see the preseason games and there is absolutely no improvement and we look worse than we did last season.
Like I said,
Then
2
fucking
weeks.
2 weeks.
2
When
weeks.
we're all, when we're all in Charlotte watching fucking Harvey. Fucking.
We just talked about Harvey being.
I
We
know.
like Harvey.
I know. I was joking. You didn't even finish. But
Haters
fine.
gonna hate.
Yeah, I think it's wait and see. 2 weeks. Fuck it. 2 weeks is fine.
But ¿qué nos da? What are we gonna do? Rant some more on Twitter?
Yep.
Down.
Okay.
Chiefs,
Don't change
Chiefs
it.
fans are impatient, bro. So we do need something now, I guess.
No.
All right, Rudy, go ahead and do your rant, bro.
All right.
Into the camera.
Oh hell yeah! I got the hook at the camera. It's late now. Look at that. I got the camera. But listen, we're hosting a playoff game. Next offseason.
We're gonna win.
No, I don't know about that. I said we're hosting a playoff game.
That's why I didn't answer, man. I was changing this. Shit.
We're hosting a playoff game next season. Cabral is getting 8 goals. Chicha's getting 20. Granzier's getting
Someone
7.
screenshot this shit.
All right, get the shit off me, dog.
Nah, screenshot it first.
No, it's gonna be. It's on YouTube forever.
It's there forever.
Yeah, it's on YouTube forever.
That's a
Thank
good
God.
look, though, Rudy. I'm not
It's
gonna
a
lie.
good look. This is the look I have every Monday.
Yeah. Hey, you know
Every
what, dude?
Monday.
If we make it to the last game against Houston and it's the decision game for us,
fuck
we
that.
should all go in clown makeup on that away
I'm
game.
down, dog. Listen, it can't be Houston. Fan appreciation night? Is that what it is?
No, it's over there.
Or is that gonna be fan appreciation? They gotta have a good fan appreciation night.
Like 12 people.
When they beat us.
Go for it, Brian.
Cast Gemini. Have you seen the leaked supposed HomeKit?
I can confirm that's not it.
That's bull. Yeah.
Dog.
If it was, that shit is ugly as shit.
Dog, stop it. I would have.
Dog, I know kids when I see one, dog. Come on, man.
That shit came straight from fucking retros.
Nah. Retros are good job. Retros
that
is like a
shit,
good
bro.
shit, dog. Like, that. Never mind.
Straight out from Plaza Mexico,
Yeah.
bro.
No, I can confirm that's not it.
And that does it for the questions, gentlemen.
No, damn, that was a lot of questions.
There was too many.
Nah, but we appreciate everyone
Yes, thank
submitting
you.
your questions. So
They don't really.
what?
No, nothing. Go ahead. Sorry.
Damn, you're a
Talking
fucking
shit about your show and your
Yeah,
show.
it's all good. So we have a studio. Goddamn.
Oh, crew.
I do too, bitch. Fuck you.
All right. So, I mean, unless there's anything else, we can start wrapping it up.
Yeah, nothing else.
Nothing else?
Nothing
Cool.
else.
So now we're just in a wait and see situation. I'm going to stay optimistic. I'm still not ready to love, but fuck it. I'm a Galaxy fan forever. They're always going to take my money. I'm always going to be there. I'm going to support my team no matter what. I don't care what the people down the street do. I don't care what the people across the country do. At the end of the day, I'm a G forever. Just be optimistic, guys. All right, the better days are coming.
Or don't, right? But just have the same energy when we do something right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's it.
That's
I
it.
agree with that.
Cool. All right. So we're going to get up out of here. Thank you, everyone, for watching live. You're listening to it later on the streams. Come join the chat. There's a lot of shit talking. It gets kind of fun. Unless you don't have thick skin. Don't come on the chat. I want to give a very special thanks to Rudy and Masa for joining us. Rudy, why don't you hit up everyone, let them know where they can find you, where they can find your amazing #1 top show podcast for the Galaxy. It filmed remotely on YouTube, starring 4 people.
Sometimes.
Yeah, just very, very specific. You probably are #1 in that category.
Yeah, I think so. Now you can find me on socials, across the socials at I Am Smarts everywhere. Find Straight from the Stands as SFTS_podcast on Instagram to find out when we go on live next, because that's still to be determined.
All right, cool.
Don't follow me anywhere. What Rudy said.
All right, if you guys want to find me, you can find me as Eddie Nags on all social media platforms. Bryant.
You can find me as Bryant Nags on Instagram, Twitter, and PSN. Chewy?
You guys can find me as Chavez JA, Chavez Ha, everywhere. Yep.
Cool. All right, so that does it for us. With that being said, this has been another episode of News Across the Galaxy. I'm your boy Eddie. For Rudy, Brian, Chewy, Masa, we're going to get up out of here. Till next time.
Keep on nagging.
Keep on nagging.
Peace.
Keep on nagging.